What's going on, everyone? Today's August 1st, and what I'm going to be doing is doing a daily post each and every weekend or late afternoon, depending on the time zone you're in. And what I'm going to be covering for the next 31 days, yes, the entire month of August, are the 31 reasons to get over a breakup. And each and every one of them is just going to be as important as the one before, the one after. But I thought August would be a great month to go over 31 reasons. And, there's probably 50, 60, 70, 100 reasons. But, after doing some thinking and diving deep and based on the research and based on, how many people we've talked to, how many men are going through what we're going through, or, dealing with a heartbreak, divorce, or breakup, these 31 reasons are exactly the reason to get over a breakup. So it's going to be very important to join myself. I know Sakuria is doing one in the mornings, and she's doing her own theme, whereas mine is, again, the 31 reasons to get over a breakup. So join us in the morning, in the afternoon / evening, and just watch these videos. They're going to be 5 to 10 minutes for you to understand what's going on. And if you come in late, then you can always go back and listen. This is the first day, but you'll always have an opportunity to listen and to understand what are the benefits of actually getting over the breakup, because, it might feel like it's impossible or feel like it can't be done. And the first one I want to talk about today, the first one on August 1st, is going to be rebuild your confidence. And you know, in a relationship, a lot of times we give ourselves away and we forget who we are, forget what's important to us, and we put so much of ourselves into the other person and into that relationship that all of a sudden when it stops, we're kind of left wondering, who are we? We forget the people that we were, we forget the men that we once were. And rebuilding confidence is so important after that breakup. And once you go through that breakup, rebuilding your confidence is actually going to do so many more things for you. Rebuilding confidence can translate into your work, into your business. It can translate into family relationships. It can go into meeting new people. Even just getting up out of bed every morning has confidence built into it. You know, for example, every morning I get up, I always make my bed. It's just something I do. It's just part of my morning routine. It's just as soon as I get up, I go and make my bed. You know, that alone, for example, is so simple, but it's an example of how to rebuild confidence. And it just goes to show that, if you start your mornings off right, the rest of your day is more likely to be in a better place. And I know for me personally, when I went through the breakup, and again, if you guys don't know my story yet, 4.5 year relationship, but it took me 4.5 years to get over that. And it's difficult. It's really, really difficult. And so you can imagine, for 4.5 years, I was not confident. I forgot who I was. And we'll go more into like losing a sense of self, and that's coming up in later days. But to rebuild your confidence, it seems non-existent. It seems like so distant. Like the ability to rebuild our confidence doesn't seem attainable. We're locked into this box, this emotional box, and we're afraid to be ourselves. We're afraid to be all who we can be. And we forget how important it is for us to show up confident in the world. Because when we don't show up confident in the world doesn't reward us. The universe, God, whatever source, light, energy, it's always reflecting the outside world of what's happening inside of us. So I'll give you an example. If we feel unconfident, then what happens outside of us, the external world, is the universe will give us opportunities to go into our confidence and to rebuild it and to build it up more than it is. So we're going to be faced with situations that are going to test our confidence. And so it could go either two ways. One, we could go deeper into feeling unconfident because all these situations keep coming up, and then we just become more inside, more inside, more inside. Or we can have the other way, where we can look at these situations that's testing our confidence, and we can look at them as opportunities to really build our confidence up. And the more that the universe wants to test us, it's the more that we're starting to feel that feeling of unconfidence inside of us, and it becomes more difficult, or it can become easier and easier. Either way, our outside reality is going to reflect our internal reality. So we have to be aware of how we're showing up in the world. And if we're showing up as an unconfident being, well, then you can bet that the universe is going to give us opportunities to be able to rebuild that. And again, if we don't, then we're just going to go back into that unconfident person that we are. Again, the relationship, we put so much of ourselves into it that we forget and we forgot who we really are. And being confident in the world sets this presence within us to show up with a sense of freedom, a sense of peace, a sense of joy, a sense of happiness. Being confident means that we can go out, wake up, go into the world, and we can do things that we want to do or that we like doing. And I'm going to ask you a question. When's the last time you sat down, or when's the last time you did what you wanted to do? Do you like fishing? Do you like playing sports? Do you like playing ball? Do you like reading books? Do you like going for hikes or going boating, or whatever you like to do? When's the last time you got out and did that? And then on top of that, when's the last time you got out and did that and enjoyed it? And I don't mean just like being happy. I'm talking about being joyful while doing it. Because there's a difference between happiness and joy. Happiness is very surface level, and joy is very internal. It comes from your heart. And when we're confident, then we can do the things we love doing. We can wake up in the morning and feeling like we can take over the day. We can go to work. We can talk to people. We can meet new people. We can come home. We can make healthier choices with our food and with exercise. And when we're confident, we start to treat ourselves much better than when we were unconfident. And whether that's exercise, eating habits, meeting new people, showing up at work or in your business as best as you can, confidence goes into so many different parts of our lives. And that's why it's so important to show up confident. And, getting over a breakup, heartbreak, or divorce is very, very tough. And if we don't do something about it today, it can linger for years and sometimes even our entire lifetime, because there's always a piece of that relationship that's inside of us. And if we let it take over, and if we don't get the help and the safe and supportive space that we need, then what happens is that we become more entrenched into that feeling. And so when I talk about rebuilding confidence, that's one of the 31 reasons why getting over a breakup is so important, because your confidence your joy depends on your confidence. And there's no better way than to show up confident and to be the best version of yourself, and one that makes decisive takes decisive actions, commands respect, walks into a room. You walk into a room with their head high and you feel amazing. Like, what does that feel like? When's the last time you felt like you walked into a room and the entire room looked at you? When's the last time you got up in the morning with a smile on your face? When's the last time you went to bed knowing that you did everything you could today to be the best version of yourself, to be that confident person? When's the last time you showed up and you met someone completely brand new? Again, number one for August 1st, 31 reasons to get over a breakup. The first one is to rebuild your confidence. Look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Thank you.